Hey, welcome back to the Virgo Channel. My name is Laura, and I'm going to do a general message for Virgo. Know that energy is fluid, roles could be reversed. Always interpret the message as it best resonates with you. Also, know on this channel, I like to go deep within my reading, so I like to look at everything. And so we really look at the spiritual blocks, the shadows, and see how they play out as karmic themes. Well, we look at everything, but we spend more time on those areas. And the reason why is because a lot of times, most of the time, we're attracting people to us that we don't understand why they act the way that they act, and it creates blockages within inside of us. So even though we do want to know what that person is thinking and what they're going to do, what's really most important is we want to know why we attract the people into our life and how to balance out the energies, because what happens is that the universe always brings you people that you need, not necessarily what you want. They just come in a pretty package, right? Someone that you're attracted to. And so a lot of times there's a lot of passion, there's a lot of chemistry, but you just don't see eye to eye with this person, and they're never going to see eye to eye with you either. So it's almost like, why does the universe bring these people to us? And it's always to learn. So the key is understanding what we need to learn, and so that we can figure out how we can heal, how we can balance. Because when things are irritating to us, again, when you're not seeing eye to eye with somebody, right, it's creating a lot of turbulent energy. It's with inside of you, like, and that's emotional energy and anger and sadness, and it's all these different feelings. And that's how we know that there's a blockage, is that we have feelings for this person, but then we also don't like this person. So again, in order for us to move past that energy, work through that energy, we have to learn, and we have to do things differently in order to shape shift the energy. And we wouldn't know what that was unless we understood why that person was coming into our life. That's why I like to do these readings. All right. That was for all you newbies that, every now and again I get a person that says, wow, your readings are so negative. Like, they are negative because I focus on the shadows. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Like I said, if you want to enter into winning a free reading with me, also know that all readings are done live, because I believe in spiritual law, what's best for everyone involved. I get to, you know, show off the channel. It draws attention to the channel, and you get a free reading, and collectively, whoever that benefits from the reading gets to, utilize the energy also for themselves, because that's really what it's about, right? All right. Now, anything of any importance or relevance to the channel, including the word of the video, you'll find in the comment bar. You'll also, the description box rather, and you'll also find all other important information, such as my other YouTube channels, my Patreon that has my shadow healing coaching program in it, and everything else, my website, how to get in touch with me if you want to get in touch with me. All right. Now, without further ado, let's jump in and see what's going on. Let's see what the word of the video is. Now, the word of the video is always the underlining energy that tells me why everyone's doing what they're doing, right? When we're dealing with shadows, we're dealing with people that wear masks. So what they do is not really in alignment a lot of times with what they feel and what they think. People that wear a mask, they tend to overcompensate or undercompensate in their actions in order to make you perceive something, again, which is in alignment with the mask that they're wearing. So it helps us to understand what's the driving force. Okay, I'm gonna pull intolerance, but I'm also gonna pull, because we pulled that one the other day, and knowledge, we got that one the other day too. So I'm gonna pull even another one, which is narcissism. So I'm feeling like, okay, that alone tells us a story. So you can write any one of these: intolerance, knowledge, and narcissism. And I just kind of feel like, listen, people's emotions don't change. That's why people have YouTube channels that where they do readings once a week and they don't do readings every day, because you're not really going to see the energy shift from day to day. So it's not really shocking that I'm seeing that you'd be intolerant, but I also feel like this person knows that you're intolerant to them at this point, and that I feel like they ruin this spiritual connection. They know that they ruin the spiritual connection with you because you see them as a narcissist. And I feel like you do, and you're intolerant to that. And I feel like it's because you've been not, it's not just this person, it's a lot of people that tend to come into your life that never really take your feelings into consideration. And, I feel like you were raised by somebody that was narcissistic. So it's not uncommon to, gravitate towards people that feel familiar to you and understand that if somebody was a narcissist when you that raised you, you don't know of any other thing. And I just feel like because you went through a lot of experiences with people that were really one-sided, haven't really taken your feelings into consideration, never really like I feel like you're someone that does go out of your way to make sure that other people are comfortable, and that, you know, that you're not hurting their feelings, that you're making, like I said, that the level of giving that you give to people was a lot different than what you got in return. And I feel like you're intolerant to it. And you're intolerant to it because you understand how you contributed to it. And you're not doing those things. So other people are noticing it. And I feel like this person, I don't think ever thought that you were going to realize that you weren't being treated nicely. And I don't know why this person thinks this, but they had a spiritual connection to you. And I almost feel like they thought you were really naive. And so possibly that you don't run around with 1,000 people. You don't, that's not how you entertain yourself. I feel like you're somebody that throws yourself into life, into your friends, into your hobbies, into your career, into your, like you have a life. And at this point, this person, I feel like didn't really care about you. Like they might have had feelings towards you, but they definitely showed you that they didn't care. And narcissists tend to do that. They act very prideful. They act very like defensive. And so this person never really thought, I think, that you were going to stand up for yourself, because there was a sense of very soft energy from you. And that's because when you first meet a Virgo, Virgos will give you the soft part of them until you cross them. Then you see a whole other side. And I think that this person is seeing that other side of you. And so, the spiritual connection that I feel like they thought was always going to be there, but they took for granted, they're realizing that you're not putting up with it anymore, and how you view them. And in order for them to be able to really fix that, they'd have to show you somebody different. And I feel like this person struggles with having to give. It's not that people just become narcissists. They become narcissists because they're usually raised by a narcissist. And unless you've done healing work, you wouldn't know that you were just self-absorbed and coming from that level of consciousness, unless you're taught by people around you. And I don't believe that this person was ever really taught by people around them, that they were coming from a low vibration. And that means that they dated people that put up with their crap. And again, so that's what it is. It's like, if you came from that environment and that's all that and like I said, people aren't teaching you, it doesn't matter how old you are. I feel like this person is old enough where they should have known, but I don't think that they ever cared, because narcissists tend to not care. They're very selfish. They live by their addictions. They live by like attachment style. Like I look down, I see attachment style, and that's where they'll create the persona that they're emotionally giving, but this person, I feel like, never emotionally gave anything, and they just expected you to tolerate it because there was a spiritual connection. Like they knew that you had feelings for them. They didn't really feel like they had to do anything, and I just feel like um you're seeing them through a lot different, like through different eyes. Like, yeah, there is sadness, but I feel like after the whole sadness, there's disgust, and that's like you went through that process where the person should have came back when they knew that you were sad. I feel like, and that's another thing. I feel like instead of them coming back to fix it, they came back and you went to say something about it and they ran away. They didn't confront it. They were like, "Oh, you're still mad. I don't want to deal with this." Okay, like I'm not dealing with this. And they went away feeling like, "Okay, well, I'm gonna punish you," which is very narcissistic, by the way. Like person takes their love away from you. And so it's like, and they figured that you were going to break. They figured that you were going to make it easy. I feel like this person has reached out a few times, but the minimum, the breadcrumbing, and that's where I'm saying that this person has feelings, but they overcompensate where they act like they don't care. And the narcissism is, I don't care that you were sad. It's like, I don't care what I did. I'm not looking at what I did. It's like, I don't want to discuss what I did. So then they took even longer to really do anything. And now I feel like they're in a place of like seeing it. Like I said, well, I haven't given anything and for a long time, and I feel like that was a good thing in the beginning, but now I'm not feeling a good thing. That is a good thing, this person's saying, because they're like, how come you're not coming after me? How come you're not calling me? How come you're not? There must be somebody else. You must be talking to somebody else. And they're trying to get information out on you. They're trying to look up on your social media. They're trying to ask people. The thing is, no one knows anything about you. I feel like you like kind of like fell off the map, where you might be doing your own thing, you know, putting the energy into yourself. And yeah, like this person is like you felt like there was always other people. There was always other people. And I feel like there was, because this person was like, we have a connection. I don't really have to do anything. And I'm not really ready to like step up into that version of myself, because if I'm gonna just be with you, that means that I'm gonna have to, stop partying, stop, talking to random people. It's, they know what you would want, and there's a sense of that they didn't want to do that. And then when they thought about it, they were like, I don't really think that I need to do that because we have a connection. So I'm pretty much sure that you really are crazy about me. So it's okay that I talk to other people. And I feel like you were just kind of like left there on the side. Yeah, it's again a way of dominating. It's like where you have like no control over like the choices that you make, but not even the choices that you make, how this person made you feel. They didn't want you dating anyone else, you know. So I feel like they always kind of kept a hook in. They always had one foot in, but they never gave. And I think that you didn't see what it was. And I think that you were naive, to be honest with you. I think that you just felt the connection, and you trusted this person when this person like didn't need to be trusted. And I think that that's what made them think, well, I could like cheat and still have you. Like I still can do that. I'm pretty much sure that I can, because I'm going to judge you on all these other people that I date. And these other people that I date, it's not like I give them more. They just give in to me. So this person had a big head. And also you really have a connection to me. So I'm pretty much sure that, you're mad right now, but I'll go away. I'll come back, and by the time I come back, things will be cooled down. And I feel like that's the domination of, control. Like, I'm not going to allow you to like talk about anything that I do to you. I'm going to do whatever I do. And then, I'm going to come back eventually and everything's going to be fine. And you need to act like everything's fine because you're my person. I know that that sounds crazy, but like I said, this person is very, 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 very selfish. That's what narcissists are, right? They don't create intimate relationships. They create attachments. It's almost like where, it's an actual chemical change that happens in the body when you're with a narcissist, because a narcissist will bring you from high highs to low lows. And that's with the cheating. And that's with the, like not allowing you to express your feelings, to not be able to feel safe, emotionally safe with this person. Like you're not allowed to be vulnerable in any way, shape, or form, because the moment that you begin to say it, they see it as an attack, because narcissists don't feel good about themselves. So this isn't a thing where you're not a good catch. However, they would prefer you not to know how good that you are, so that they don't have to give as much. And that's their defection. That's again their I don't know if defection's a word, and that's their defective ways, that's their wounds. While they talk to other people, that that they're not giving anything to those other people, they're lying about who they are. They're lying, saying that they're single when they're not, because there you are. It's like, this is the way that they maintain control. This is the way a narcissist maintains control. Withdraw. They again just take away their love, take away their time. I mean, why narcissism is so bad is because it suffocates the spirit. It suppresses the spirit. When you're with somebody that's a narcissist, they have a problem. They want you to be an extension of themselves. They have a problem with your own unique individuality. The fact that you have a life, the fact that you have an opinion, the fact that you have feelings, that it's again that you are a spirit, and that spirit needs love, and that love we get from many different sources. We get them from friends, we get them from hobbies, we get them from interests. Narcissists don't allow you to have anything except for them. And then they give and love, and then they take it away. They withdraw it, they give it, and they take it away. And the problem is, it's not like, even like you can get into a rhythm with it where you could get comfortable and be like, okay, every other week this person takes it away, so I'm going to go to the gym or I'm going to hang out with friends. This person wouldn't allow you to do that. It's about dominance. It's about dominance. It's about control, to make this person feel powerful, because narcissists really, they have no confidence. They don't have, there's a part of them that doesn't have a soul. And I say that because someone raised them to control them, where they compartmentalized. And when you compartmentalized, you're not a whole self. There's parts of yourself that you don't even know who you are from the trauma. So parts of ourselves that we don't know, we don't like. That's the way that that energy works. If you don't know what it is, and you're gonna look at it like as empty. And so your mind, the reptilian mind, is not gonna say, oh, there's missing pieces of you. What it's going to say is, no, there's defective. It's broken. Because broken and defective is better than nothing at all. Because nothing means that you're not alive. Nothing means that you're dead. And your mind, the reptilian mind, says that that's not an option. So we'll take the one above it, which is defective. So over time, when you're with somebody that is, again, making you feel that way, and they really are making you feel that way because there's hormonal changes when you're with a narcissist, because they're continually triggering you. So this is how they want to, like, again, control. And when they had an opportunity to come back to you because they knew that you were sad, they were like, no, I'm not gonna do it. Oh, good, you're sad. Oh, I'm happy. I'm gonna keep you stuck. And I'm gonna be over here because I don't really want to be over here, like while you're sad, and I don't really want to talk about what I did. And it's, again, you just had enough of the abuse. It's, again, so this is what this person knows it too. And it's because you're different this time. You're different this time. I feel like, this person used to only have to do little things like do a little like on Facebook and just do a little thing. And then people would, again, inbox them and say, hi, how you doing? And the conversation would start again. This person would only have to like text message. They'd only have to do like the minimal. And in that minimal, like with you at this point, you're like, you've given me the minimal that you haven't answered. You're like, that's not enough. It's like, and that's why the narcissist is like afraid of rejection. That's what they're afraid of. They're afraid of rejection. That's why they don't reach out to you, because, unless they know that it's going to be a sure thing, they don't want to look dumb. That card belongs in the other deck. Every now and again, a red card lines up. Is this a red card too? No. See, this is a red card. Well, these are blue cards. All right, so let's see. I'm just curious. This person, like, again, like this person is like, I feel like they still see you as a soulmate. They still see you as a soulmate. So it's not like they never saw it. They just undervalued it. They just didn't treat it like it was anything special. Again, where at this point, I feel like they know at this point, if they come and talk to you, it's going to be real heated. Real heated. Like, I feel like they know, because they know that they took it too far. They know that they took it too far. And like, so if you want to know why this person isn't reaching out, it's like that. It's like, and they do have feelings for you. It's not like they don't, because like bonfire is not just, heated, like like with anger and like where you're fierce and where you're like very direct about what this person did. But what's behind that is, you guys were soulmates. There's a lot of passion that this person has for you and you still have for them. So there's a lot of emotion because this person didn't allow you to express yourself, didn't allow you to take your feelings into consideration. And listen, that's what they want. They want to feel that emotion. That it's like, because then I feel like they would do something. If you act like, if you would have run into this person and and you acted like you don't care, this person would act like they don't care. But if you act like, again, I feel like this person still feels like you're their soulmate, and I feel like they don't reach out to you, but they definitely want to know where you are. Like, are you thinking of me? Do you care about what happened? Would you take me back? Would you give me another chance? Like, again, I know who you are. It's like, again, you're my soulmate, but the thing is, it's like this person did a lot. And so they don't want to, like I said, reach out. However, I wouldn't be surprised if this person tries to bump into you. It's like they're trying to figure out whether you have someone else. They're like, how come you haven't come around? Someone else has your attention. That's what I was saying before. So there is a sense of, did you lose the passion for me? Is there still a spark with me? Right? Is there still a spark? Do we still have that passion? But there's also the flip to the coin, which is I haven't been there and it's gonna be heated. It's not gonna go well. That it can go either way. So this person, in the fact that they don't know what to do, is why they're not reaching out to you. If you were to reach out to them, they would jump on the bandwagon. It's like really fast. Yeah, see, like the thing is, you're putting your energy into yourself. And what I feel is that is going to push this person. And I've been getting that lately, but I'm getting it again. And I feel like for some of you, you guys are going to make it like big. Like you're going to be really in the public eye, like where you're getting fame, where you're getting like the spotlight is on you. You're getting a lot of recognition. Okay. Like, look at this fame, recognition, spotlight. Like I feel like you're doing something, so something's going to take off for you. And in the fact that you're getting all this attention, this person, like I said, is trying to sit here, strategize how to like bump into you to try and figure out whether you still care about them, to see whether or not they can like offer you something, is what I see right now. Even though, they didn't treat you well. And what I feel is that like whether they do or not, it's again this person like sees that you're making things happen in your life, that it's putting them in a situation where they're gonna have to like do things differently if they even want to have a place in your life. I'm not even knowing whether or not you feel the same way, but I feel like this person knows that in a way that you don't. But because there was such a strong spiritual connection, they're like, could I rekindle it? Could I fix it? Would you reject me? Could I explain to you? And so again, they're looking for source to get, they're praying about it. There's a sense of, like you said, they're praying about it. Going to source, right? The universe. Asking the universe to get involved because they don't really know what to do. But the law of one is the law of spirit. And the law of spirit is also like the energy of unconditional love. But here, this person definitely is looking to looking for answers. They don't know what to do. And what I feel is that things are gonna happen for you. So this person is praying about it, and I really do feel like the universe does get involved, but that doesn't necessarily mean so that you can go back to this person. Because like I said, it's not like they haven't done all those things. And I'm not saying to forgive them. In their mind, they thought it was okay because you guys are there's a spiritual connection. They feel like you're their soulmate. They felt like you were always going to be there. They thought you were always going to be naive to it. And what I see is that you put the energy into yourself and you've changed. You've changed the way that you see them. So they know this. However, there's a part of them that's like, I still feel like I need to go back and just see And I don't know why the universe would do this. I really don't know why the universe would do this, but I feel like the universe does get involved. And that's possibly because of the way that they did things to you, that there was no closure. And again, that they see that they didn't really treat you well. They thought that you were always going to be there, and you're not. You're making shit happen for yourself. So you have other things going along. Yeah, like, and this person is like treating yourself good. You're putting the energy into yourself, and that really created a lot of satisfaction for you, right? Again, treating yourself. And it's so this person sees that, you know, they weren't able to take you down. You didn't chase them. So they definitely have respect for you too. But I feel like to them, they still feel like that there might be a rope, be able to like rekindle it. And I'm not saying that they should. Narcissists have a huge ego. And the problem is that it's never like just an ego. Sometimes it's like they have a really low self-esteem, and then they have a really big ego. So, which is crazy because it's like they'll act self-righteous. They'll act like they don't care. They'll breadcrumb. They deliberately do things to create the environment to make you perceive certain things, to gaslight. And that's what we saw through this entire reading, that that's what they did, because they wouldn't have been able to cheat, and they wouldn't have been able to do things in the way that they treated you when you were like, hey, like, you're not treating me well. They just ghost and go away and disappear, you know. But you gave yourself the energy. And so I feel like that is again, this person, like, if you would have cried and raced after them, they would have, probably laughed and disposed of you. But here it is, you're making things happen for you. So it's triggering their abandonment issues, even though they're the ones that played all of this game, which is not uncommon, again, for a narcissist to have abandonment issues. And once you again flip the switch, now all of a sudden they have the need to come back into your life. So because of course things are happening and you were not affected by them. So that also kind of irritates them. I'm feeling like it irritates them that it didn't affect them, that again they perceived you so wrong. Number one. Number two, you're making things happen for them. You're going to leave them behind, so it was your choice. That's again triggers their abandonment. So that's another thing. So we see that these are not uncommon for narcissists. They always seem to want what they can't have. And so we'll ask what you're going to do in this story, but I shouldn't have to tell you not to be with this person. You see that this person isn't really capable. Yeah, like I feel like you're not, no, I feel like there's a sense of this person would have to do everything for a long time to prove it to you. You're like, yeah, we still have a connection, because that connection's never broken, unfortunately. When you meet a soulmate, that unconditional love is God, and that part of this person is what you recognize. And that's why you thought that there was potential here. And that's what this person actually took for granted, and why they thought that it was always going to be there. And it's not in this lifetime. It's not. You're like, unless I see you do for me what I feel like you should have done, and for a long time, without me really having to do that much, and I don't really think that you have the will to do it. It's like you're lazy. It's like you can only be do it for a certain amount of time to get whatever it is that you want. You're still a narcissist, even though we have a spiritual connection. And I feel like that in this story is like, no, because I don't see this person giving me enough. to fix it. They can't fix it. And I can't go through like another connection with this person that still may play all these games again just because they see that I've moved on. It's like they haven't invested. So there's a sense of you're like, I don't really like I don't want to try. I don't want to try for you. You'd have to do all the trying. You'd have to do it all, and I don't think that you have it. So we asked the universe again, so what were we supposed to learn from this? What were we supposed to learn from this? Oh, okay, growing up with somebody that was, oh, this card doesn't belong in here, but this person was stubborn. So we're going to put that over there. Gifts. I feel like if that's stubbornness, like it would be that you grew up with someone that was stubborn, that only was very rigid in the way that they thought. Which again, that's how this person is. You know, not uncommon to have a narcissistic parent and then, you know, date people that are narcissists. It's just what happens that we need to learn. Outdoors and nature. Love. Self-love. Well, I always associate outdoors and nature with God, the universe. It's again, it's you're able to tap in to your intuition. I also associate like outdoors and nature with grounding. So I feel like you found your gifts during the time that this person was away from you. Again, you were giving yourself that self-love during that time. And I feel like it's something that you've always had to do. But in the sense, if you were raised by a narcissist, you didn't get enough love. And I feel like you didn't get enough love, whether you were brought up by a narcissist or not. So in order to heal, we have to reparent ourselves, and that's through giving ourselves self-love. And it's not saying that you've never given yourself self-love before, but this way was more about creating yourself. It was more about finding yourself, finding your gifts, because not all shadows are wounds. A lot of times, shadows are your gifts, just parts of yourself that you haven't developed enough. So, in order to really integrate this spiritual lesson, you had to know what your worth was. And I feel like you gave too much time to this person in the beginning. The spiritual connection, being naive, thinking that they were going to treat you the way that you were treating them, where really people treat you the way that you treat yourself. And when you find your gifts and you're feeding them, you're connecting to like-minded people that are also giving you emotional support. You would have seen that this person wasn't giving enough. You would have said, well, I get a lot more fulfillment through what I'm doing. Because when the universe, and again, outdoors in nature, it would be the universe. When you're doing your gifts, the universe makes a way where there is no way just for you. The universe is what actually gives you that unconditional love. See, we can't go back in time where our parents are going to be someone that they're never going to be because of their wounds, not because it's a blame game, but everybody grows up with parents and collectively inherits karma. So sometimes, again, we just didn't have parents that had the tools. They weren't capable of giving us love, and they would be narcissistic. One of them would be. That's if a person doesn't grow up getting love, they are going to be more concerned with their own needs, their own wants. And so, like I said, and they're still going to feel really flawed because they haven't created themselves enough. They haven't, like know what their gifts are. So their life is also bland, and they would see that their life doesn't work, even though their life does work. They just don't know 100% of who they are because they haven't reparented themselves. Instead, they're looking to connect with somebody else that is actually making life happen, right? Because then they can identify as, well, I'm with this person, I'm doing that too, where it's again, this person hasn't been here. And it doesn't mean that they don't love you. That's how this person knows how to love. And it's a very selfish love. And it's because they never really had love before. And so their perception of love is you give me everything that I need, and that's not love. It's about compromise, it's about growing. And this person, like you said, it's all about themselves. So it's why you connected was multi-purposeful, meaning like in it not working out, you found your gifts, you gave yourself self-love, you got better connected to the universe again, and that's through your path and through other people that are helping support you. It's about a lot of things came from this connection for you. I feel like for this person, I do feel like they're gonna have the consequence. I feel like for a long time, you were sad about the fact that this person just dropped off the face of the planet with no explanation, because it's the way that they wanted to treat you. And now that they feel that they gotta come back because they see shit happening in your life. Well, guess what? I feel like now you're gonna hand them the shit bag. Like you felt so bad this whole time. And then now they're coming back with hoping that maybe they can rekindle things, not looking at any of their bullshit. And now I feel like they know down deep inside that what you're gonna do. They know it's not going to work, but they just feel like they need to see it for themselves. I need to try. I need to try, but they already know. And ironically, they're the ones that are going to feel bad. They wanted you to feel bad. They're the ones that are going to feel bad. And so we end off with the universe saying, the voice of the heart. I silenced the fear in me and discovered the voice of my heart. The fruit of these words guides me. I trust the song of my soul. My intuition leads me on the path of light. So it's again, listening to your heart. And I feel like this person they didn't honor the connection. And it's again, there's karma to pay for that. And you look like you're going on a glow up, and that's what it looks like to me. Like things are happening for you, and that's this person's karma. I'm gonna leave that there for you, Virgo. You let me know how you resonated. I'll talk to you guys soon.